And we'll put in the intro music unless someone wants to sing it. No?
We should all
No.
sing it.
No. Do you guys know it well enough to sing it?
I don't know it. Wow, 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 wow.
Close enough. Close enough. Welcome to the DL Gaming Podcast, live from Austin. I'm Bobby.
I'm Emilio,
And-
and here's everybody else.
Yeah, we got
That
quite
was
a crowd
actually
here.
two people. Two enthusiastic people. No, we got what, like 15, 16, 17 people here?
We got
I
a
don't
good
know.
crowd.
Yeah, it's
We got a
nice.
good crowd. What has been your favorite moment so far, Emilio?
Well, let's talk about the house and what an amazing job Amanda did. She is a master at finding Airbnbs because part of her living is doing that. So, I mean, she's jumping from Airbnb to Airbnb, so she's very good at it. And I'm like, she's sending me all these options, and I'm like, I just grab one. She's like, no, the devil's in the details, man. And yeah, this one really panned out. Other than the Wi-Fi not really working, which is why this is being recorded, not going live. But yeah, other than that, this house, it has a great pool. It had a very nasty hot tub until SOCOM fixed it. Thank you very much. But yeah, plenty of bathrooms, I've been sleeping comfortable. It's been awesome. So thank you, Amanda, for and also just putting the whole thing together. Thank you.
Yep. Woo! All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good time.
Other than that, it's funny. Probably my most memorable moment was the best and worst moment for me. We were in the pool, bunch of big guys in the pool, a lot of meat in the pool,
A lot of water
a
displacement.
soup, if you will. Yeah, and we're fucking wasted. So of course John's like, hey, why don't you put Captain Gummy on your shoulders, and I'll put Nick on my shoulders, and they'll just sumo wrestle and we play chicken. And I was like, yeah, hey Gummy, what do you weigh? He's like 290. I'm like, sure, dude, because I'm wasted, right? And then you would think it makes sense that I would put my head down and I would just get between them. But no, he kept doing this hop move. He kept hopping on my neck. And so 290 hopping on your neck. Guess what? I'm injured. I'm a disabled person now. I can't move my left arm, but I still won the arm wrestling contest.
It was a sight to behold. And we have
Yeah.
video of it,
And who
too.
won? We did. Yeah, you guys did, right? Yeah. 2 out of 3. Yeah, we did it 3 times. We did the idiocy 3 times. So we made sure. Oh, yeah, John's injured as well. So, yeah, all the bottoms got hurt, as usual.
It's usually how it goes.
It hurts to be a bottom.
Well,
What
it
about you?
certainly was fun to watch. That was definitely a highlight. We've been playing a bunch of tabletop. Absolutely loved the Cuphead game we had going. Still having trouble figuring out that game, but we had a good time.
You guys, planned your game for...
There was a lot of
2 hours?
deliberation.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted to do it right.
Yeah, the instructions are, not the best. That's why I watched a video, instruction.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah, they
But you
need more.
you got way further than I've ever been.
Yeah, we made some progress.
Yeah, Cuphead is the only board game that I've ever played that you save your progress and you work together to keep going forward. It's
Co-op tabletop.
co-op tabletop. It's exactly what it is
All
with
right.
save states. The fuck? But yeah,
All right. Well, time for On the Radar? No. We don't do that this week. We're going to bring on some of our listeners here. Oh, this guy. All right. You already know this guy. We got Nick here
Hey, everybody.
joining us live in person. How's it going, Nick?
It's been pretty awesome. I will say that so far, the best part of being here is actually meeting all the fans and everything. Everyone's been so nice and like supportive, I guess. And it sounds like we're at a rehab center when I say that.
Mm-hmm.
But no, my favorite moment so far has been the drawing game. Do you remember what that game's called?
Telestrations, yes. After
Telestrations.
Dark.
Yeah. And so for those who don't know, it's a game where someone writes down a prompt and then you draw it and then you hand that drawing over to the left and then the person to the left you has to guess what that prompt was.
It's where the inside jokes of DLG Con are born. So if anyone from year one remembers Pube Nest, big hit. Big hit. Yeah, some people are laughing here. What were some funny ones this week?
Cat Magic was also the previous one.
Yeah, Cat Magic. That might have been the first year as well.
We had Shiny Casting Couch.
Yeah.
Casting
Couch shiny tubes. Yeah.
Yep. This means absolutely nothing to the people listening, by the way. We're just throwing out random words and laughing.
We
at
went
it.
from log cutter to like flaming Pokeballs at one point. Like it was just pretty bad. But yeah, no. Like what's been your favorite thing so far? Just the cupcake game?
Yeah, the cup. I mean, there's been lots of things. I mean, we haven't even got to talking about the brisket yet, but we will talk about that in a moment.
We will
here.
have Duder on right after
right.
Amanda, who's actually going to be hopping on right now.
Yep.
Come on down.
She grabs that.
All right. Musical chairs here.
Doing a little dance. Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Amanda. Again, thank you very much for putting us all together.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, dude, and I just love it. I know I've told you and quite a few people. For me, this was like such a huge moment because I do really like Texas. I worked in Texas. My Tarkov and like Call of Duty group is here, and so it's just like combining my two favorite communities together. And so it's been awesome and my pleasure, man.
Yeah, it's been really good. And food has been incredible. I've never been to Texas. And, we had Duder volunteered to make brisket because he's a saint because it's so much fucking work.
He's amazing.
He had to go to sleep early. He had to get up. He got to get up early. He had to stay relatively sober, like, right? Ish, like the whole time. And, he had responsibilities while the rest of us were frolicking and breaking our C3 and C4 vertebrae. So that was my first time having, Texas barbecue in Texas. I don't think I've ever had it before. And people were like, what do you think? Because you said...
Well, dude, it was hilarious because like when the brisket was done, I was like, I need a moment alone with this brisket, just me and the brisket. And so I was going to go outside, and I walked outside, and all I saw was darkness and bugs. And I said, oh, that's too alone. I'm going back in. And I turned around, and as soon as I walked back in, the first person I see is Emilio through like a window of like the bar. And I see him slowly put the brisket up to his mouth, take a bite, and his eyes get big, and then he looks like he's going to cry. And I was like, man, I've been there. Like these my Texas friends have watched that happen to me when we had Duder's brisket the first time, or when I did.
What was going through my head was a couple things. One was like, I have to make a new category in my head because like I've never had anything like this before. So I got to rework my whole thing because I have top fives in my head. I have all these things, these lists, and now this has disrupted everything. It's like a new food group. It's like, here's this like butter beef. And you got to fit it in your life that you've lived for 44 years. Yeah, it was great. And I was like, the other thought I had was like, I feel like, what's the Japanese one? Kobe?
Wagyu.
Wagyu.
It's Wagyu
A
beef.
Wagyu's too much fat.
What?
And this, I think so. But I think this, well, no. I'm saying like, what we had last night was perfect.
Yeah.
You can take the fat too far, I think. And
Not if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is why it was great that we had such a master, the smoker. I mean, we might as well bring him on, have the man of the hour talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to talk to him. All right, cool. Yeah, this is my buddy. So,
Oh, hi, everybody.
bringing on the pitmaster
Hi,
himself. Hi, Duder. This is
How are
Duder
you?
McBadass. Oh, I'm great, man. Yeah, long time to see.
Yeah, I've been such a long time.
Yeah. Do you want to let some of the listeners know your process? You don't have to tell us all your secrets, but just kind of the work that gets involved to a good brisket.
So it's long hours, light beer, and short naps. That's the key. No, I mean it's a lot about patience. It's a lot about knowing your fire, knowing your smoker, knowing your meat, and paying attention to your key indicators. You know, your temperature, your feel, how it looks. All of that matters. It takes a little bit of dedication, but I genuinely enjoy doing it. Mainly because it tastes so good, and I think that everybody here might agree that it tastes really good. So
Fucking amazing, yeah.
it's a passion, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute.
Nice. How long have you been barbecuing?
Oh man, probably since I was like 10 is when I first really started. Like my dad would get me out there in the pit, but when I started smoking, it was probably about like 6 years ago. My best friend, the pitmaster Terry Blacks, and a couple other big places here in Austin, and he has no problems telling me that I'm doing something wrong. So it's really
That's
good
key.
to have him by my side
Yeah.
and kind of show me what I'm doing right. So
Yeah, that's important. You got to have friends that'll keep you in check, so that way you can get better, right?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much, dude, for real, from the bottom of my heart, for cooking that and sharing that with people, because that's how you do Texas barbecue, right? You've got a smoker, everybody's having a good time, like, and then everybody just gets to enjoy the meat together and have the itis afterwards. It's great.
Absolutely.
Well deserved.
Everybody got their naps and their beef in, so I feel like a job well done.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, thanks, man. I guess
you.
who's next, or I don't know, maybe it's well, Emilio, here, you can help introduce some people and come sit here. You know, I'm gonna go grab a drink. So here,
Okay.
yeah, whoever wants to
Sure.
yeah, I'm gonna.
What's going on? All right. Well, everybody ran out of the building, and it's the one-man show. Me and Sarah are looking at each other. No, Sarah's leaving too. I'm being left alone. All right. Well, I guess this is some sort of meme they had planned ahead of time.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a little bit of a troll. We wanted to pull a little bit of a prank on you.
it's
Eli's
hilarious.
Beef came up with a great idea, and he was like, "What if, as soon as like." You know, Emilio starts talking. Everybody just got up and left. Ready to drink. And Bobby had to magically go to the bathroom, dude. You know,
I wasn't
we wanted
worried.
in the true Emilio
I'll
fashion.
take all the attention.
Everybody
I'm an
will
attention
leave,
whore.
You know? But
I'll take it all.
figured, yeah, you'll be just fine.
I was just thinking I'm not getting enough mic time, so
No,
that was
there
good.
you go. But you know who doesn't get enough mic time that really definitely should sit here and talk? I want to hear about DLG Con from the Canadian experience. So yeah, Christian, come on. Sniper.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, man?
It's going.
I've never heard your voice before. I only talk to you through text usually.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going great, you know. Texas is a greener place than I thought.
Yes, dude. There's trees everywhere.
Why is there so many trees?
Apparently,
Where's the desert? Tell me.
They pay Mexico a lot of money for water.
Oh my God.
No,
man.
I don't
Yeah.
know if that's true.
And then Mexico
has no water.
No water.
Yeah,
Okay. All right,
there's a
perfect.
bunch of thirsty Mexicans.
Oh my
man.
God. Yeah. Well, I mean, the best part about Texas is Deuter, right?
Yeah.
As
Oh
far as
yeah.
I'm
So far,
concerned.
yeah.
I mean, we're going in Austin.
Had you
later,
ever
so-
had anything like that before?
Oh yeah, we have lots of barbecue. I mean, Alberta is the Texas of Canada.
No.
Yeah,
no.
it is. Yeah,
Oh.
it is. Yeah. Well,
You have that kind of.
yeah, we have lots
Oh.
of ranching and lots of barbecue and stuff. So,
Okay.
But this was better than anything I've had. So, I mean, Canada's probably a little discount version of Alberta's a discount version of Texas.
I know you're just like getting started in life. You're a young pup and all.
Yeah.
But last time you had your best sushi you've ever had in your life, and
Yeah.
now you've had the best barbecue. I mean, these DLG cons are life changing for you.
Oh, totally. Big notches for me. Yeah.
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 It's great, man.
Yeah. I get to travel everywhere in the U.S.
For me, it's just Tuesday. You know.
oh, okay.
No, I'm
That's
just
fine.
kidding. This is great. It's awesome. The fact that I just get to sleep in and take a nap whenever I want, just
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Just that
When
alone.
was the last time you've been on a vacation? The last DLG Con?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
cool. What was your highlight of the trip?
I think I played a pretty intense game of Scrabble, and that was pretty good.
What was the best word?
The best word played was dovetail, a
Dovetail.
word that apparently is used in a lot of presentations, so I'm told.
Yeah.
I've kind of fought it, and I want to take a quick poll. Has anyone used the word, I forget the fucking word.
Dovetail.
No. I'm convinced of dovetail, but alongs, that was it, right?
No, longs.
Longs. The plural of long is longs, right?
No. Lengths is the closest you're gonna get to that.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take the L for that one. Okay. I didn't use decal. Shit.
So the entire time, just so everybody knows,
It's Scrabble.
the only thing Christian's been thinking about
Yeah.
is that goddamn word that he
It's the
didn't
only-
get points for.
Yeah, it's the only thing I actually like.
Longs.
That specific game.
Oh, this just in from our correspondent
Oh my God!
on the
Bobby.
West Wing.
You cheated me. You cheated me. I had no internet access, and he told me it wasn't a word.
Chaos on the mic, everyone.
Okay, I need to leave before something bad happens. All right.
Bring Bobby in.
Okay, Bobby, please.
All right, we're bringing Bobby in, and Bobby's going to interview the next guest. Rianne.
But don't malign me, please.
All right.
Okay, hi.
Hello, Rianne. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Rianne.
Welcome.
I'm Sniper's wife.
Sniper's wife. I
occasional
feel like
listener.
Sniper should be here interviewing you instead of
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
But
okay.
I don't
Well,
know.
Here we are.
All right.
I feel like I got to talk about this VR that I did here at this DLG Con.
Oh boy.
So I don't do VR. The only other time I've done it was Beat Saber a couple DLG cons ago. This is my first time doing VR, and we did this game called like Walk the Plank. So we had this big piece of wood in the living room, and then you go in the VR, and you're like a million stories high, and you have to walk this plank out into death. Like, I thought this was not going to be an issue for me, but
You had a very
really
tough time.
terrifying.
And that,
I couldn't do it. My fight or flight really kicked in, and
no, it was it took you a while, and I think someone had to hold your hand
Yeah,
for you
Sniper was
to
holding
break
my hand.
it. Yeah.
I,
And that was just the plank. There are other modes to this, so I did not care for the spider one. I was fine with the plank. Found the plank very easy, but as soon as the spiders came out, I had a problem with that.
Yeah.
But no, you had a tough time with the plank.
no, the spiders I think I'd be okay with, but it's just walking on a plank towards your death that is terrifying. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. Sniper held my hand, and I made it, but
All right. You faced your
I
fears.
faced my fears. Yeah.
You're born anew now.
Other than that, just been enjoying games with everyone. Board games, VR games, Jackbox games. It's been great. Games.
Games,
Yeah.
games.
We're all here.
Truly.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
We should be keeping track of this because, yeah, I feel like you have a lot more wins than everybody else.
I was kind of on a roll with Jackbox the first night, but the drunker I've been, I feel like actually the drunker I am, the better I am.
In general, the ladies have been doing very well, even though they're outnumbered.
Yeah. That is true. I think Sarah's won quite a few games, too. Definitely of Dungeon Mayhem, and I heard she won the Magic tournament.
She won the Magic tournament.
Oh, man. Wow.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Oh, one person that is always a winner, I hear, is the Duke.
The Duke.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Duke! I think we should bring him on.
Do we have the Duke?
All right, Duke.
I don't even know what that means. You go with
So a popular game that we all play is Coup, a tabletop game. I played it for the first time.
It's Coop.
Coup. I think
It's like a Coupe de Ville.
I thought it was like a coup d'etat. Okay. All right. I don't know, dude. You're talking to the Scrabble champ here. Okay. But this game was a big hit last year, so we brought it again this year. I played for my first time. It's one of those games where you have to lie a lot to other people. So I'm not good at it, although I did win once. And I'll tell you how I won, by telling the truth and being a good person. All right? I let those who spread the lies and they tangle themselves in their own webs of deceit. I let them do their thing, and then at the end I came in and I cleaned up with the truth. All right? So that's how I won. But we're here with Tag, who has a very different strategy. Would you like to share that with us?
I mean, my strategy is very similar. I also only tell the truth.
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know about that. In fact, I think you might be lying right now.
Well, I don't know who you are to accuse the Duke of lying, but I'm going to take my 3 coins and have a good day.
All right, I'll allow it. The Duke. Yeah, we need to get you a shirt. The Duke of DLG.
Yeah, but I'm.
Talk a little about the shirt. You have the best DLG
Oh.
shirt. You can't get that thing anymore. It's vintage.
Vintage DLG
Best
shirt.
we ever made.
Yeah, it's got a mouse where was it a Lamborghini that they changed into the mouse here? Yeah, but it's really the berry colored tri blend.
Yeah. And you took it around the world as well.
It has.
Yeah.
It has been to at least 3 continents.
Yeah, we took a hit on the tri-blend, but we care about your nipples. Like, we wanted you guys to have the best T-shirt experience we
Hey
possibly
man,
could.
when you're trekking through a jungle in Vietnam, tri blend is where it's at.
Yeah, it makes all the difference. Yeah. All right. DLGaming.net, merchandise available. All right, who else we got? Emilio's going to bring someone on.
Trash, you want to come up? Step up?
Super
Don't be so enthusiastic. All right, so I'm back on the mic, and I'm here with Trash from Florida.
Yes, sir.
Are you indeed Trash from Florida?
Yeah, I'm Trash from Florida. That's my name on Discord, I guess. But
Cool, man. So this is your first one of these?
yeah.
Did you have a good time?
Oh yeah, no, it was great.
What'd you like? What was like? Yeah.
I really like that illustrations game, that Telestrations.
Oh, Telestrations.
yeah, that was fun. That was super fun.
It was funny because we had some people that were inebriated, and we were like, "Oh, geez, And we're like rolling our eyes. And then as soon as they're gone, the fun's kind of like sucked out of the room. We're like, we need you back. Get them out of this. You know what I mean? That was cool. You're quite the artist.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
That was awesome, man.
I did actually go to art school. I didn't finish, but
No.
yeah.
Yeah, it shows. And it's funny because, like, you
Burn.
It's illustrations, guys. We're not playing high art over here. Is it?
Yeah.
This is not museum stuff. But it's funny because you get handed trash, like,
Yeah.
and then you have to, and you made, like, somebody would hand you something ridiculous. It's just like, what the fuck does this mean? And you would make art out of it. So like, it would flip the room every time. So it would get to the person before you, and we're like, what is it? Okay, whatever. And then we see your art rendition of it, and we're like, like whatever it is.
Clarification,
Yeah,
yeah.
clarification. Yeah, you did a great job, man.
Thank
That's
you.
cool.
And,
So welcome to the fold. And you're
Duder's
more
brisket
than
was awesome. Just want to shout
What
out
is?
to Duder. That brisket
Oh
was
yeah.
amazing.
So how much did you eat?
Too much.
Tell the truth.
I actually
What happened?
threw up last night
You threw up
Yeah.
not from drinking,
from the brisket.
from eating brisket.
yeah, it's too much.
Not because it was
like,
bad.
fat. It's just so much fat.
It's
yeah.
just so much fat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was intense.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, man.
Glad I survived that.
Hey, Jew, you want to jump on the mic? So, yeah, he goes by Jew. Jew for you online. We have to have him online because we have some federal money and there's affirmative action. So we have to get one Mexican, at least one Mexican, one Jew, and that's why he's
We're the
here.
diversity hires.
Yeah.
Of DLG.
Yeah, exactly. You're the only one that doesn't make me so dark. I'm still the darkest, but you helped with that. Did you have a good time?
Had a great time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, you came to the first DLG Con ever.
Right. And
Yeah, you came out to San Diego. I remember you and Days just floating around in the pool the whole time.
we got to get our swims in.
Fuck yeah. And but you get double swims, man, because you only take baths. You do not take showers.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and you really take your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I knocked on the door because you had been there and quiet. I just checking on you.
Yeah.
just
making
seeing,
sure
like
I was all right.
I was like,
I appreciate that.
knock, knock, knock. Hey, Jew. Yeah.
Yeah.
You okay? Why wouldn't I be? I was like, I don't know. I said, I hope you're having a good time. You're like, somebody has to. So I don't know if you're in a good headspace or maybe I was
I was
fucking
doing
up
great.
your vibe.
No. Yeah. My bath time's my chill time. you
Yeah,
know,
right.
That's me time. You know?
Get this motherfucker off my door.
And that bath, you need to book a reservation for. That thing is so huge.
Yeah.
And it flows so slow that, yeah. It was about an hour and a half to even get, like, where it's going to submerge you. And
There's things you don't even know about, dude. 3 people came up to me and they're like, do you know that there's water flowing upstairs? And I'm like, yeah. So then I go and check, and then I check with you. I was like, is that your water? And you're like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
my water.
that's
I'm
me.
getting ready for my bath. I take 3 a day. I was like, all right, cool. I go back downstairs. Somebody else comes back up to me. They're like, do you know that there's water flowing
still
upstairs?
water
And there's still, yeah. It took forever, right?
It took forever.
It wasn't your
yeah.
fault.
And the bath's huge, you know?
What was your favorite time, favorite part, besides me interrupting your meditation bath?
I'd say the whole process has been great, you know? Of course, I already knew half the people here. And then
Yeah.
meeting the new people and hanging out. Great food, of course. Great conversations. Some of the most laughter I've probably had in the last year.
That's
all
great, man.
compacted up into one day. So it's just, it's always great. I wish COVID didn't screw us out of the last 2 DLG cons together,
Yeah.
but it's good to be back.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Yep.
Bobby, let's switch out.
All right. Okay, who's next? SOCOM, you coming up? Sure. Yeah. Come on in.
Robot band.
All right. Yeah, so we got SOCOM 45 from the Discord here in person. First DLG Con, speaking to the mic. Got to use your microphone voice there.
Yep.
All right, and we learned a lot about you this weekend. You like to grind stones and fly drones.
I do. Yep. That's
All right.
2
Pretty
really
good, right?
Cool, hobbies that I picked up along the way. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so what do you think so far?
Being my first DLG Con, having watched all the previous and all the fun that you guys have had along the way on this great journey that you guys call DLG, it's for me, it's meeting everybody, talking with the people, learning their habits, learning what they've done in their life and where they've been. For me, that's what it is. That's the best experience that I've had here so far.
Yeah, you definitely get to know the people from the Discord. And it's funny because this is your first one. I remember our first one, we almost needed name tags because we didn't know anybody and we only knew them by their gamer tags. So I feel like you're kind of in that boat this time.
Yeah, I'm known as SoCon45, so I guess so.
Yep. And I feel like you and me, we have a kinship here because we're like the skinniest people in the room. Oh. We got some heavy hitters here.
Yeah. We do have some heavy hitters.
But you're keeping it light just like me. Appreciate it, man.
Somebody has to.
The stones. Let's talk about the rocks.
Yeah. So about a year back, I got laid off from my company, and I was spending way too much money doing things that I shouldn't be, like buying things online that were worthless. So I decided in my head that I needed to find a hobby that I could do that wouldn't make me spend all my time on the internet. And so I've been collecting rocks from all my travels throughout my life, and I was watching a YouTube video one day that showed me that there's more to those rocks than what just is on surface. So I looked into it a little bit further, bought myself a few beginner things to do it, and it moved up to a more professional style, and that's where I am today.
Nice. Very nice. That's beautiful, man. All right. There was something I was going to ask you. What was it? Oh, okay. I feel like you've been around for a long time, actually, with DLG. Like, you've been around for a long, long time.
I don't like to toot my own horn, but I brought Amanda into this group, too, by the way.
Wow. Okay. Dang. And yet this is the first time we've really seen you too. So this is a momentous occasion here.
Yeah, I'm usually the lurker that doesn't say anything in the Discord. So, and I'm also a listener. So I do hop on to the podcast from now and then just to listen and, be ignored. But for the most part.
So, let them know what you thought of us when I was like.
Oh, exactly. Okay, so
I hung out with him more than anybody else at the very beginning.
Yeah, so I was requested to pick both of these guys up from the airport or from where they were. Bobby was from his hotel and Emilio was from the airport. And in my mind, throughout the last several years, I've had this view of who Bobby was and who Emilio was. Emilio was this epically sexy man who slept in black satin sheets. And Emilio was this mountain of a man who knew no fear and did everything perfectly. And they kind of let me down.
Yeah. That's what we do, man.
That's what we do. I had them up on this pedestal, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, handle all this. And it was just like, oh, okay, I guess I can't.
Yeah, we're definitely not as great as we seem to be on the podcast. Although I don't know, we don't really build up much
of
a
podcast. Amazingly good people. I enjoy my time with both of them. They are hilarious, intelligent, and articulated.
Very nice, and that's why you should come to the next DLG Con. All right, looking right down the lens on that one. All right, who do we got next year? We got more.
It's just in. Next year we're renting all of Florida. It's real cheap. We're gonna be able to fit many people. Here comes DLG Con, aka.
You didn't know we were going to be wearing the same shirt?
No,
of course we were. We play the same games. We eat the same food. Everything's the same.
I was about to introduce my spouse that we share so much in common. Me and JP Diddy. It's crazy. This is how crazy it is.
It's disgustingly crazy.
We played a newlywed game from the 70s against a newlywed couple and won.
Yeah, totally just
run away.
Yeah, it was very clear we knew each other better than a newly married couple, for sure.
Yeah, we've discussed how if there was a gay pill, I would take that thing and I would be gay for you. But unfortunately,
we'd be so happy.
Yeah,
we'd be so happy.
You make my pee go down. It's 6, not 12. Unfortunately,
sorry about that.
No worries. Everything else, it's all good. The shirt's throwing me off, man.
Focus, man. Focus.
I'm trying. All right. So, what was your highlight?
I would tell you my highlight was getting picked up from the airport by Captain Gummy. who is now a local in this area working for Tesla, gave me a ride, drove me by his work, which was fucking amazing. And we're just driving along, and I'm starving, right? And so
can I interject a little bit?
Please.
I talked to you right before, during your starvation.
Yes.
By the way, you're wasting away, man. You really need to back off.
I
some
do
of the
need
calories.
to do something.
Yeah. And so I talked to you on the phone, and you're like, hey, where's the food? And I'm like, we haven't really thought about food. I was like, Amanda, you going to order some food? She's like, yeah, I guess I'll order some pizza. I was like, well, I think there's some hungry people. And then I guess we're going to order some pizza. And he said, hours until food. And I was like, he wanted a
Give
clear
me a
answer.
number.
Give me a number. And I guess my number wasn't good enough. And so.
Yeah. So then Gummy and I got a vision of side the road barbecue and found a really nice spot that had a distillery that also had adjoining barbecue with a cow and an ass donkey and chickens. There were chickens. So we stopped by. Him and I got on a seesaw, teeter-totter, whatever you want to call it. There's wonderful pictures of Gummy and I teeter-tottering and giggling like school children while waiting for 7 pounds of barbecue to get.
It wasn't fair that you got the best picture of the whole time before you even got here. You stole the show as far as take pictures.
It was an amazing start. Yeah.
Yeah.
The best part was I'm like, Gummy, let's go. And he's like, where? I'm like, we're going to this fucking teeter-totter, and we're going to teeter-totter, you and I. And he's like, I was thinking about it, but I didn't want to say anything. I know, Gummy. I know.
Cool, man. Anybody else want to be on? We can wrap it right here. All right, cool. Bobby, get back on.
Yes, throw it over.
Back on. We'll wrap this up. All right. So we do this every year. This is our 4th year doing this. Gets better every year, folks. Next year is going to be the 5-year anniversary. And also, we've been doing this podcast for about 10 years. We started late 2013. So what year is it? It's 2022. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 9 years. Next year is also going to be our 10th year podcasting.
And 5.0.
Yeah. And DLG Con 5.0. And it's tough to talk people into this sometimes because, you throw down some money for the house. We usually buy all the food, but honestly, it's a fucking deal. Like if you calculate it, you're spending not too much per day here, and it's super fun. When, as an adult, am I going to be able to play a game of Cuphead that I can then continue the next day? Like, when does that happen?
Never.
Yeah.
Here. This is where it happens.
This is where it happens.
Yeah.
So I'm always glad that we do this, and I'm always glad, this year we got a lot of new faces. That's awesome. And next year we're going to be doing it again. So it'd be great if more people want to be a part of this.
Yeah. And now, signing out. I'm going to need everybody's help at the end. Speaking for Beef, Sniper, JP Diddy, Captain Gummy, Duder McBadass, Days, Tegloro, Serotonin, Scram TX, and a few people that walked away because they're having sex with each other. And Bobby. Motherfucking titties on 3. 1, 2, 3. Motherfucking titties! Yeah!